I am actually going to be getting ready to go live and teach for my summer mastermind. And I had a great day. Went out with my girl Paige, her son. We had lunch, went bought some new hair. Thank you, girlfriend, for a great day. Got home just in time from the rain. And I'm pretty sure Instagram is going to break the internets. Let me tell you. Instagram has announced that they're going to be offering bonuses. So if you want to find out more about those bonuses, make sure that you continue watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and even smack that bell for notifications to know more about what is going on in these social media streets. I'm super duper excited. I didn't even realize there was a creator Instagram. Thanks to Brock Johnson, I now know not only is there an Instagram creator page, but they also announced today that they're going to be paying bonuses. Now, I already am in the bonus program for badges, and I am loving it. And of course, me and all my friends in the businesses online and using Instagrams are now using Instagram Live a lot more now. So that is really cool. I'm super excited about that. And so now I am going to find some information out and tell you about these bonuses because, like I said, I'm already, and another one of my girlfriends is already in the badges creator bonus program that's rolled out in 11 countries, they said. So Instagram, on their creator app, this is what the announcement looked like. And they talk about these bonuses. This was about 6 hours ago. So around noonish, we're excited to, I was actually on a Facebook live. They were going live with some tools in that for groups and communities. And so I didn't see this. And it says, we are excited to announce that by the end of 2022, we will invest over $1 billion in initiatives that give creators new ways to earn money for the content that they create on Facebook and Instagram. We want to reward creators, especially those who are just starting out, for creating content their communities love. To make it easier for creators to participate in the bonus programs that are part of this investment, we're launching bonuses, a new destination in the summer, in the Instagram app this summer, and in the Facebook app later this year. To learn more, check out the link in the bio. And the link in the bio says a little bit more, but not too much more. But let's start to dissect this and talk about this because this is pretty amazing news. I'm super excited about it because I've, already earned several $100s through the badges program. And so I saw someone say something about reels. And the actual link said that they're going to have bonuses for reels, and I think that's incredible. I'm super excited about that. Now, keep in mind, this comes on the heels of Instagram, what was it, a week or so ago, announcing, that they are no longer a photo sharing app. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about this because this is really like, you got to really kind of like read between the lines here and really kind of put two and two together. I ain't one to gossip, but there's a reason that Instagram, after all these years, that Instagram and Facebook are now interested in, building, oh my God, look at that glow, building in the smoothness, softness, building, relationships with creators and more worried about the creators starting out. Okay. So about a week ago, week and a half ago, maybe even close to 2 weeks, that's how far behind I am. I haven't been able to get on here and talk about this. Instagram announced that they are no longer a photo sharing app. So what does that mean? It means that they want to be much more, not only in the short form video realm, like the TikToks, but just video in general. So all video, right? They really want to do that. It doesn't mean that the feed is going away. It doesn't mean that your photos are going to disappear or anything like that. But, you know, hint, hint, from a content creation standpoint, what do we want to be focusing on? I wonder, right? But carousels still do very well. And so, again, it doesn't mean we should just stop cold turkey doing any type of content on Instagram, at least not for the moment, other than, you know, reels or video. So that's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. But in that announcement, they talked about, they talked about a major competitor, the second most downloaded app. And they pretty much alluded to, if not directly came out and said, they're a little bit concerned about this app, right? So let's rewind again. Let's go back to, I don't know, maybe about a year ago. There was all this brouhaha and concern over whether or not TikTok was going to be done in the United States, right? There was a lot of talk about that. Lots and lots of talk about that. Is TikTok going to be done in the United States? Well, they've since worked out a deal, but the moment that that became a question, what did Facebook do? They and Instagram went ahead and made Reels available to everybody, which, you know, is not only opportunistic, it's also, I think, good service to your people too, to say, hey, we got you. You know, we were going to wait to roll this out, but we're going to go ahead and get this out now. That's really nice of them, right? And so they did. Reels opened up for everyone. And I always think of that line in Gladiator. Everyone? No, that's not Gladiator. That's The Professional. Everyone, right? So that's awesome. We're really excited about that, right? So now that Instagram is worried about TikTok, they've also told us how many hashtags we should be using, that we should be more focused on using 8 to 15 and not the full 30. They've never come out so directly before. So all of a sudden, they're very user and creator friendly. Imagine that. So I'm coming to the conclusion that competition amongst these social medias is a good thing. It's a good thing, right? It's for us, right? Competition is a good thing. It shouldn't, you know, just be one company that's allowed to, you know, dictate the market, right? And so this video space, video, if you haven't been paying attention, video is going to be the main focus of all platforms, if you haven't already noticed, right? So Pinterest, idea pins, video, Instagram, Reels, Instagram IGTV, Instagram stories, all really important moving forward. And YouTube also made an announcement, I believe just yesterday, that they are going to be rolling out YouTube Shorts for everybody globally. I've had access to the camera now for a few weeks, for a few months maybe. I haven't really used it because I just haven't. I mean, it's enough doing what I do. But that's exciting. But I have been uploading shorts for quite some time now, and some of them have performed really well, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens from and because of all of that. But the competition is on for not only all of our content, but also all of our attention and our eyeballs. And I think it's so hilarious because I ain't gonna lie, the one I've been spending the most time absorbing and consuming content on, and I need to stop, is TikTok. And every so often, this video will pop up and say, hey, you've been on here a little bit long. You need to get up, go to the bathroom, and have a snack. So they're trying to strike this balance to make sure that we, you know, at least it's performative, if anything, right? To make it look like they care about us and our health and well-being, and that we're not just sitting and consuming content on their app, and that their app could, you know, be, what do you call that? Addictive, you know. just in case any lawsuits or anything. You know what I mean? That's I hear you. I see you. I see you a little bit. I understand. It kind of reminds me of Netflix. Are you still watching? Are you still watching? Are you still there? Really get this glow. So I think that's really interesting that everybody's going to be going for video. So if you're not paying attention, you need to be. And if you are paying attention, I hope that you are putting together your video marketing strategy, okay? Because as you can see, video is where we need to be playing, right? Here's the thing about video. I'm going to be honest with you. You do not have to get in front of the camera to win with video. But what I will tell you also is it's probably a good idea to get in front of the video, because that is going to help people connect with you a lot faster, and people are going to be more forgiving when they can see your face, right? When they can hear your voice and see your body language. They're going to be more forgiving. And you know, when I say more forgiving, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, when you kind of aren't perfect and things like that. People tend to be more forgiving when your face is on the camera. And when your face is not on the camera, it's really important, like vitally important, that your content be the best. You really need to have strong content game either way, right? But it really got to be even more perfect off the top if you are not going to show your face, right? Because you can do animated videos, you can do screen shares, you can do actual presentations and slides, but the videos that perform the best are the videos that people are showing their face. So your video content marketing strategy is going to definitely need to be updated and revisited. And if that is something that you need, you can always contact me. My information is always in the description of my videos, and we can set up a consultation to come up with your video marketing strategy. Now, I'm getting out of agency and I'm moving more into consultant. So I can definitely coach and help you and your team if you have a team figure it out, but I'm not going to necessarily be the person to do it with you, depending on what your content strategy is that we develop. So I just want to put that out there. And kind of during the whole shutdown, I kind of moved away from agency and moved more toward consultancy, because that's just my wheelhouse and that's what I enjoy better. So Instagram is really heating things up, y'all. Okay. Instagram and Facebook, they're like, no, TikTok is not going to come over here and just win and leave us in the dust. That's just not going to happen. And I think that's going to be great for us. We've got to play our cards right and, you know, make sure that we still protect ourselves by building our lists, as well as, you know, having our own website. Pixels. Make sure everything is pixeled, and, you know, be emailing your customer. Nurture your email list is super duper important, right? You do not want to leave things to chance. You want to make sure that your customers know who you are and know how to reach you, just in case you know, something happens with not only the social media, but if they shut you down, if they're like, no, you're out of here, right? You want to make sure that you are still able to reach your list, your customers, and that. So in everything that we do, we're building our lists. And again, if that's something you need help with, you can reach out to me and we can set up some coaching to help you with that, okay? We can do that. I haven't had longer hair like this in probably 10 years. Okay. So that is the update. I'm just going to go ahead and finish here. Now, the one thing I will say is, I don't know, the 8 to 15 hashtags does seem to help. Does it do everything for you? No. They haven't really loosened up, but I suspect that may be coming. They're probably holding out on that, but we may be able to see some loosening up of the quote unquote algorithm, because you know how I feel about the algorithm. We are the algorithm, but they still do have some controls in place that, you know, I feel like everything is being throttled recently. And by that, I mean kind of like how some cell phone and internet providers, what they do when you have used up your data in your plan. I feel like there's been some of that going on. But I really think that the source of the throttling, because I've noticed TikTok has done it, I've noticed YouTube is doing it, I've noticed Facebook is doing it. And so I think the throttling is a result of a couple things, right? You know, we know a lot of what's happened in the last year and what happened on January 6th. And so, you know, one of the things that Instagram very directly said was they are not about political content. They are not a fan. They're not interested in people you know, really going into that realm for creation, right? Oh, I love this tan look. And so I think that's some of why the throttling is there. I think they're eyeballing more content than they have in a while, instead of letting the artificial intelligence just look at it. And so I think that's some of why we're seeing some of the throttling. So in the world of social media, what throttling is going to do is it's going to slow down how fast your content gets out in the feed, and kind of like, because you know, part of going viral is velocity. How many people are liking, sharing, and engaging with a piece of content in a period of time, right? And so I literally used to post my videos on Instagram and just watch them. Just watch. I knew if it got so many likes within the first few minutes that it was going to go viral. And I've been trying to do that with like TikTok and these other platforms recently, to kind of see the speed of and how the velocity is working. And you just can't gauge it, because some will move a little faster than others, but they're all moving slow. And so content is sitting around in the feeds a lot longer. The other reason that is happening, not only are they trying to, you know, pay attention to what's being put out there and making sure that they are not liable for things that people are doing and saying, is they are I lost my train of thought because I'm looking for my little eyebrow thing, because I really do need to clean up this eyebrow. I brought it down here. I don't know what I did with it. I thought I brought it down. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just gonna have to pluck. So, you know, that's part of it. The other part of it is I just think people are not on social media as much right now. Things are opening back up, so people are spending less time on their phone. They're happy to see people that they haven't seen. And so whereas normally you might go and see your grandma every weekend because you haven't seen her so much, instead of sitting there with her scrolling and on Facebook all the time, or Instagram, or whatever your app is, people are actually putting their phones down and being present with their family. And I think that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And so that's part of why I believe content is seemingly being throttled, is people just aren't on the apps as many times a day and for as long a period of time. And that may be seasonal, but it may be here to stay. So we will know as things tend to cool down and it begins to be more fall. We will know. We will have a better indication. My eyes are watering from plucking. So we will know more once you know, the seasons begin to change again. I mean, we just are only a few weeks in the summer, and I don't know about you, but I ain't trying to rush that, because I really enjoy summer. It's my favorite season, and consequently it does seem to go the fastest. They all last the exact same amount of time pretty much. However, winter always seems to drag when you live in Wisconsin and get hit with things like polar vortexes and that. So those are two of the reasons, right? And honestly, I hypothesize that the third reason why there seems to be some throttling, at least I'm not going to say it's 100% legit, but my perception and my experience is things are being throttled, right? And I think the other reason behind that is, one of the things I've worked with clients on for years is sometimes you don't necessarily need more content. You need to promote the content that you have, right? And so I feel like, especially with Facebook and Instagram, and I say this because of things that Facebook has done in recent weeks and months, is that we have to remember that part of why they say they own the content and all of that, and they can regulate what we do on their platforms, is they're the ones paying for the security. They're the ones paying for all the servers to house that. And so I don't know if you've noticed, but when you go live on Facebook, it now pops up, do you want to keep this forever, or do you only want this around for a certain period of time? So what that says to me is either they're seeing decrease in ad revenue, or they forecast decrease in ad revenue because of iOS 14. This is good. And so because of that, they may be preparing, kind of like people used to do back in the day for storm season or winter, or like on Alaskan bush people, how they prepare for winter, you have enough food and all of that. But not that it's ever going to be that drastic for Facebook, but I feel like what they're doing is trying to relieve some of the burden on their servers, okay, on their storage capability. And so I feel like that's kind of what we're being pushed to do, is to not promote as much content, as crazy as that sounds, as anti-intuitive as that sounds. I feel like that's one of the things they want us to do, is kind of slow down a little bit on the content that is out there. And they may also be trying to let us know that from a algorithm standpoint, from a visibility standpoint, we might need to put less content out there, make sure it's really great content, and let that content kind of work. And that could, if I were in their shoes, that's one thing I would do if that's what I wanted to happen, is you slow down the content and have it linger a little bit longer. And because we naturally, as content creators, when we see that, we kind of slow down. I know I automatically, and honestly, I feel a sense of relief in that too. Not this constant, you got to put out content in order to see more people and, get the exposure and the visibility. You may not have to do that if the content is sitting around for a little bit longer. But the crazy thing is they all really are going more toward, Facebook had said it a couple years ago, their whole thing was they wanted to get to just the content that's around for 24 hours, right? But they still have a feed. Instagram still has a feed, and even TikToks are great residual content. That's one of the claim to fames for TikTok, is you could have a video and you shouldn't take it down just because it doesn't have that immediate velocity. TikTok has always been an app, from my experience, where the content almost has to sit and marinate for a little bit, and they just keep gradually showing it to people, and then boom, all of a sudden. But I also have had videos that I knew within minutes of it going up on TikTok that it was going to be an outlier, meaning it was going to perform better than most of my other content. So all very, very interesting. I think it's great news for us as creators that Facebook finally has a competitor that they have not been able to either put out of business because they steal their stuff and they go with it, or they buy them, like they bought Instagram. They who was it, Snapchat said, no, you're not going to buy us, and then they came out with stories in like 2016, and then since then TikTok is kind of like a retro app now. Let's just be real. I'm not TikTok, Snapchat, right? But TikTok is proving itself to be an unbeatable foe. They're going to really, really have to go to battle with TikTok, and that can be great for us as users. So we need to have, as creators and users, we really want to have solid, really good content plans and, you know, ride these waves. We want to be in all of these bonuses. So I'm already in the one for badges. My girl Keisha has both badges and in-stream IGTV ads. I hope to get that. I would love to get that. The other is, you know, there's going to be some reels bonuses coming up too. So I hope to be in as many of them and all of them as possible. Right now I'm only in badges, but I keep checking every day to see if I get any of the others, because I'm like, sign me up for all of it. It's like reparations, social media reparations for all the stuff they've done to us. They giveth and they take it away. So that is it. We've got a nice look here that I am feeling. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera, but I just wanted to come on and talk about those Instagram bonuses, because I think it's a great time to be a creator over on Instagram. Just when I was about to give up on the old IG and just really focus on other platforms. And I'm gonna be honest, I've said this somewhere else, I want it recorded, I want it on record. Pinterest is going to be the next to monetize, okay? I'm already in their creator stuff. Pinterest is going to be the next to monetize, and it's going to be heavily video and idea pins. The traditional old pins just really don't seem to do much from what I can tell, okay? It's all about the idea pins, right? Your traditional pins need to be RSS fed into your Pinterest. Other than that, they don't get seen. I don't care where you pin them from. If you pin them directly from the website, they're giving preference to your website being linked up to Pinterest and idea pins. Those are the main two from what I can tell. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get ready and finish my face. And then I got to get my whiteboard all cleaned up, because we are going to be talking some major sales strategy and goals over in my summer mastermind. If you'd like to learn more about the mastermind, just go ahead and get in the comment box of this video, the description box, and find out how to reach me, because it's going to be there, and you can reach me and we can chat and see if it's going to be a great fit for you. I will be back with more Instagram updates in a little bit, but for now I gotta go. So I will talk to you later. Deuces.